Hello children, welcome back to the class. See, we are discussing with the chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In that we finished the major part, that is one of the major part, male reproductive portion. Now we are under the female reproductive portion or female reproductive part. In that we finished the pistil, what actually the pistil types, the next what are the parts, sigma, style and ovary, and then we also finished ovule structure, that has megasporangium, ovule. Ovule is integumented ovule. There are two integuments, children. The stalk of the ovule is called funicle, and then point of attachment of the funicle to the ovary is called placenta. Okay na? And then there is a mass of fertile cells which is called nucellus. This all thing we discussed, isn't it? Now let us talk about how actually the megasporangium is going to form in a ovary. Okay na? That process is called what? Megasporogenesis. Microsporogenesis means formation of microspores from the sporogenous tissue. We discussed about that. It takes place in anther. Now this megasporogenesis takes place in the ovary. When each step by step I am going to explain you, children, and then if possible I would like to give you a animated video on this. Okay, once I finish this portion I will be posting a link in my description box so that you can open that animated link and then you can observe what actually the development will be. Okay now let me talk about this megasporogenesis, children. What actually this megasporogenesis? The formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell is called megasporogenesis. See, I am going to compare and then I am going to explain you. What microsporogenesis? The formation of microsporogenesis with MMC, from the MMC, isn't it? Now same the thing, the megasporogenesis means what? The process of formation. What formation? The process of formation of megaspore. From where? From megaspore mother cell. From what? Megaspore mother cell, MMC. Okay, in microsporogenesis MMC means microspore mother cell. Here MMC means megaspore mother cell. Okay now, in the beginning of this process, now I would like to tell you where I am going to explain you. Okay now, see, this is stigma, this is style. Okay, this is the ovary, isn't it? Ovary. And then if I talk only single megasporangium I would like to talk, because you people will get again confused. This is wall of the ovary, and then from the wall of the ovary there will be a bulge portion which is called placenta, isn't it? And now there will be growth of what? Integumented ovule or else megasporangium. How this is actually going to be formed, I am going to explain you. Okay na, ಈ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ತರ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಹಿಯರ್ ನ್ಯೂಸಿಲಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸಿಲಸ್ actually nucellus develop from placenta in the form of small rounded outgrowth like structure. In nucellus ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿನಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಿನಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದಾ, ಈಗ ಅದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಓಕೆನಾ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. See here, nucellus develops from what, children? Basically nucellus, a mass of cell which develops from placenta. Which develops from what, children? Placenta. in the form of small rounded outgrowth. Here you should understand step by step ಯಾವ ಥರ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ, ಏನೇನು ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ at this stage what happens, all the cells of nucellus are undifferentiated. They are what, if I draw the structure, I will be telling you what actually happens here. Okay na? At this stage what happens, children, all the cells of nucellus are what, undifferentiated. They are what, undifferentiated. Homogeneous means ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟ್ರೂಲಿ meristematic cells. They are truly meristematic. Meristematic means they have the capacity to divide rapidly. And finally they become parenchyma. And then finally they become parenchyma. Okay na? If I talk, this is funicle, this is integumentation. Okay, idunu nucellus. Okay, now I am focusing this area. Now nucellus is what, all the nucellus are homogeneous cells and they are made up of what, parenchymatous. This mass of cell is surrounded by single layer of epidermis. This is single layer of epidermis. Okay na, the single layer of epidermis. Any one of hypodermal cell of nucellus differentiate and increase in size. Idu epidermis hauda? This is now epidermis. Hypodermis means below the epidermis. Any one of the hypodermal cell will become large. Any one of the hypodermal cell will become what? It will become large and then functional. This large and then functional cell is called archisporial cell. Now this is what, children? Archisporial cell. Same thing we discussed in microsporogenesis also. Okay na? Now let me write first the point ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, explain ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. So don't worry about that. Okay, any one of hypodermal cell, epidermal ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಹೈಪೋಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ಲು? ಹೈಪೋಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು. ಹೈಪೋಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ what happens actually? differentiates and what? Increase in size ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ. it becomes different from rest of the cells. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಣ್ಣವು and then they are thin walled, but this is somewhat bigger and then it is differentiated. Okay, it becomes different from rest of the cells. ಯಾವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ? ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ it is called what, children? It is called archisporial cell, archisporial cell, and then its ploidy will be 2n, archisporial cell. Now this archisporium or else archisporial cell divide periclinally. Okay, ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಈಗ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ಲು? ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೈನಲಿ. ನಾವು I focus this only. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೈನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೈಟೋಟಿಕ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ದಿ ಆರ್ಕಿಸ್ಪೋರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ now it divides what, by which division it is going to divide, children? It is divide periclinally. It is divide periclinally, or else which division takes place? Mitotic division. Mitotic division to form two cells. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಇದು ಈ ಥರ ಡಿವೈಡ್, ಆರ್ಕಿಸ್ಪೋರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥರ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ 2 cells ಈ ಥರ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 2 cells. ಇದು ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ 2 cells ನೇಮ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ primary parietal cell, and then second will be primary sporogenous cell. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಂದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಆರ್ಕಿಸ್ಪೋರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆರ್ಕಿಸ್ಪೋರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸೇ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಪೆರೈಟಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜಿನಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಪೆರೈಟಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ವಾಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜಿನಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜಿನಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಂದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್, ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ಸು, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸು, ದೇ ಆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ form. Same thing is going to happen here, because during development will be almost same. Okay na, it may be microsporogenesis, it may be megasporogenesis. In some certain stages the development is same, children. Now what happens? This archisporial cell is divided into two. One is primary parietal cell, one more is what? Primary sporogenous cell. Which division is occurring here? Mitosis. For your MCQ they will be asking, archisporial cell will divide by which division? Mitosis. That's what you are going to get. What will be the ploidy now? This is also 2n, this is also 2n. Okay, don't get confused now. Now we are going to focus this one. Okay na, don't worry, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹಾಕಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಏನು ಇದು ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್. ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್, ಯಾವುದು ಹೈಪೋಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಸ್ಪೋರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಇದೇ ಮುಂದೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತದೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ? ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಆರ್ಕಿಸ್ಪೋರಿಯಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ವಿಚ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್? ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್? 1 and then 2. What is this? This is primary parietal cell. What is this? Primary sporogenous cell. ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳತ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೌ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜಿನಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ MMC. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜಿನಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ನ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ MMC ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, MMC ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ನೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟ್? MMC. What will be the ploidy, childrens? MMC ploidy will be 2n. Okay, at which region it will be? It will be micropyle region. Opposite will be chalaza. This is micropyle, this is chalazal region. Okay na, each and every content, each and every point I am going to explaining you neatly. Now next ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ Again this is epidermal layer. Now this one, which one? MMC. The parietal cell, see here the primary sporogenous cell directly act as a MMC or else megaspore mother cell, which region? At the micropyle region. Okay. Now MMC undergo meiotic division, children. Now MMC undergo what? Meiotic division to form 4 haploid megaspores. Okay na. Now this will undergo which division? Now this will undergo meiosis. This will undergo what? Meiosis to form, see, parietal cell ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ and then this one sporogenous cell ಬೇರೆ ಕಲರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ for your better understand. This sporogenous cell, for sporogenous cell I am going to use purple pen. Okay. Now this sporogenous cell is acting as MMC, children, which is having 2n in number, which undergo what? Meiosis. When it is undergoing meiosis, while doing so, the parietal cell will also divide with mitotic division alli ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ parietal cell, it will going to form this. Now this sporogenous cell will going to form, due to meiosis what happens, there will be formation of how many cells? There will be formation of 4 cells, because it undergoes which division? Meiosis. 1 2 3 4. Okay. Now what will be the ploidy? N N N N. Clear? Is that clear? 4 haploid megaspores. These are the 4 haploid megaspores. MMC is diploid. After getting meiosis, they undergo meiosis to form haploid megaspores. Okay. There, how many are there? 4 haploid megaspores are there. Just remember. Stop now. Remember, in microsporogenesis, what did I say? The sporogenous tissue or a sporogenous cell, that is MMC, will undergo giving 4 microspore tetrads. All those 4 microspore tetrads were functional and then they are going to develop to form a pollen grain. Here what happens, children? Among these 4 megaspore tetrad, 1 2 3 4, the 3 will degenerate. These will degenerate and only 1 will become functional. I hope you people are understanding. Microspore tetrad, in male I am talking, okay, in male sex organ during the development, microspore tetrad were functional. All the 4 were functional and then they are going to give pollen grain. Here what happens, among the 4 megaspore tetrads, among the 4 haploid megaspores, how many will be functional? Only 1 will be functional and then other 3 will be degenerate. Other 3 will be what? Degenerate. Let me draw the diagram of that. Now this is epidermis of nucellus. Now what happens? The parietal cell is also going to divide to form a wall of what? It is forming wall of embryo sac. Don't worry about that, you people will understand. Now what happens? These 3 will degenerate. They are what? They are going to degenerate and then only one, these 3 are degenerating and only 1 cell become what? Functional. Now this is called functional megaspore. What did I say? Functional megaspore. Functional megaspore. Now tell me, children, whether this functional megaspore is towards the micropyle end or else towards the chalazal end. Yes, of course, the functional megaspore will be towards the chalaza. Among these 4, the this cell which is towards the chalaza, no, that will become functional, not this cell. Okay, now that is the creation only is like that. Why that? There is no answer for that. Okay, now the three cells which are towards the micropyle, they will regenerate, and then one cell which is towards the chalaza, it will become functional megaspore. Now this is our functional megaspore which is having the n number of ploidy. What will be the ploidy, children? The n number that will be haploid megaspore. Okay, now this haploid megaspore will again undergo the megagametogenesis. Megagametogenesis means this cell will now give you next, that is megagametogenesis. Andre there will be formation of gamete. Due to this only there will be formation of female gamete. Okay, na, this is only the megasporogenesis. This is megaspore. How actually it form? In the nucellus, let me glance once again. In the nucellus, there will be epidermis. Below that, there will be hypodermis cell. Okay, now there will be mass of the cells. Okay, in this mass of the cell, this is what this is all about, the nucellus. In this mass of the cell, one cell which is hypodermis, andre epidermis the kelagade, the hypodermal cell will become specialized, which is called what? Archisporial cell. This archisporial cell will undergo mitosis. While undergoing mitosis, it gives two cells which is called primary parietal cell, primary sporogenous cell. Primary parietal cell will form for the epidermal layer, or else the layer of megaspore, or else the layer of megagametophite, and then this is directly act as MMC. MMC means megaspore mother cell. What will be the ploidy, children? 2n. Okay, now 2n irodrinda number of chromosomes should reduce so that it will undergo meiosis. Okay, now what happens? Due to this meiosis, how many cells are going to form? 4 cells. Those are called tetrad. These are, now I can call it as what? Megaspore tetrad. Megaspore tetrad. Whether these all megaspore tetrads are going to be functional? No, not at all. Only one will become functional, other 3 will degenerate. The 3 cells which are towards the micropyle, they are going to degenerate, and then only one cell which is towards the chalazal end, that is going to be functional. Now this cell is called what? Functional megaspore. And then what will be the ploidy, children? The ploidy of that is N, that is haploid. I hope you people are understanding very well. Okay, now next, in the next class, we are going to discuss very deeply about how actually the development of female gametophyte is going to be formed. This only will responsible to form a female gametophyte now. Okay, now because this is now the functional megaspore. Okay, if I think you people are going to confuse, don't get confused, children. Clear cut clarification only I am giving you now. Okay, archisporial cell will undergo mitosis, and then sporogenous cell will undergo meiosis to form how many cells? 4 cells. In that 4 megaspore tetrad, how many will become functional? Only one will become functional. That one cell is called what? Functional megaspore. And what will be the ploidy? The ploidy will be haploid. Okay, today I am going to winding up here only. In the next session, we are going to understand how this cell, means this functional megaspore, is going to be developed. Okay, na? That's good. Thank you.